trusted news source. This is Channel 8 News at 10.
Tonight, Nebraska voters begin shaping the road to November.
How this will work for us come fall is whoever has the greatest teams assembled is going to have a lot of fun and win.
From the race for governor to key primary battles for the U.S. House and Senate.
We're live in Omaha tonight as Republicans watch some of the state's biggest races.
And across our area, communities are deciding the future of their schools.
Voters in Waverly are waiving a major school bond tonight.
And in Lancaster County, results are coming in for both the Norris bond issue and the Beatrice mayor's race.
We're tracking results, watching the close races, and breaking down what tonight could mean for November. And a very good evening to all of you. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Rod Fowler. Some of tonight's big decisions aren't just about who's going to hold office. They're also about the future of local schools and whether voters approve multi-million-dollar bond issues. Channel 8's Danielle Da Silva kicks things off tonight. She joins us first to let us know how it went in Waverly for their bond issue. Danielle.
Rod, it was quite the turnout in Waverly tonight. Many voters telling me what it means to them if the bond passed or failed. Well, the results are coming in very slowly, and in fact, all we have are the early ballots that were counted. Those early votes not looking so good. 321 votes for the bond and 452 against it. Tonight at the Waverly Polling Center, community members showed up in a steady stream to defend their stance via vote. Many passionate, some neutral, all coming with the idea that their vote will count. Despite the low turnout of voters across the state, that could not be seen in Waverly, as per one elections inspector who's been volunteering at poll sites for 30 years. Gary Binder tells me that the last time this bond was on the ballot in 2024, the volume of voters here was pretty impressive. Now, we are all waiting on the edge of our seats to hear the results of this vote, but one thing I can say is that at previous town halls, the Waverly Superintendent, Corey Worrell, has said several times that if the bond does in fact fail, there is no plan B. So we're going to be keeping an eye on those results and keeping you updated through our local Now News app. So make sure you follow us there. Right now, I'll turn it over to Emma Norwood to see what's happening in Norris.
Yeah, thanks so much, Danielle. Similar to the Waverly bond, we only have the early ballots so far. Right here in Lancaster County, those results showing a close one so far, but with the majority of voters against the $34.8 million bond issue on the ballot. Now, 59.2% of voters voting against the nearly $35 million bond. Meeting so far, it's not looking so great, but there are so many more ballots to count. So I have a feeling the Norris School District is holding its breath right now on whether they're going to be able to upgrade aging infrastructure and improve safety at those schools. If it fails, this also means those that live in the Norris District will not have to pay a tax to repay those bonds. Let's switch things over to Gage County, where there are 3 candidates in this year's mayor race. Dwayne Rue, Tyson Parks, and Ted Fairbanks. Rue currently holds a seat on the city council alongside Fairbanks. Parks is an associate head baseball coach at Southeast Community College. All 3 are hoping to move up into that mayor's chair after tonight. We're still awaiting those results as well, but we'll be keeping you updated every step of the way. Now, I did speak with a few of the Beatrice voters today, and they tell me that they hope the next mayor's main focuses are the roads and ramping up downtown areas for families. When results do come in, we'll be keeping you updated through our Now Local News app and online. Reporting here in the studio, Emma Norwood, Channel 8 News.
All right, thank you, Emma. No doubt about it. Some of those numbers coming in very slowly tonight on the bond issues and the mayoral race in Beatrice, but we'll keep you updated as soon as we get some numbers. Now to other Nebraska's primary races, where voters are sorting through a crowded field of candidates in several of the state's biggest contests, including the race for governor and both U.S. Senate and House seats. Let's go to Omaha, where Channel 8's Mackenzie Johnson is with Republicans who are watching the races play out tonight. Mackenzie?
Rod, yes, you're right. I'm here at the watch party up here in the Scott Conference Center, and some pivotal midterm races are coming into focus now. Can these incumbent candidates keep their seats, or do Nebraskans want to see some change this November? Let's take a look at where things stand tonight. Governor Jim Pillen quickly taking over the Republican race as he searches for re-election. He defeats his opponents with 75% of the vote, and he will go up against Democrat Lynn Waltz, who served in the state legislature for several years. Pillen speaking at the watch party here in Omaha tonight. Take a listen.
Between now and the next 6 months, it's incredibly important that we do nothing but build the team and build the team and build the team. Because how this will work for us come fall is whoever has the greatest teams assembled is going to have a lot of fun and win. And from my vantage point, we will all win big in November.
Pillen's Democratic opponent Walz sending us a statement saying in part, quote, Nebraska deserves a governor who understands the challenges families are facing every day. Rising costs, high property taxes, workforce shortages, and the need to keep young people in our state. That definitely will be an interesting race to watch as it develops over the next few months. Over now to the Senate seat, with incumbent Senator Pete Ricketts hoping to keep his spot in Congress. He will officially be on the ballot for the midterms, easily carrying 80% of the Republican votes so far. And he will face Cindy Burbank, who wins the Democratic ticket. But perhaps his most daunting opponent lies in Dan Osborne, who's running as an independent candidate. In a statement sent to us just not long ago, Osborne says in part, quote, Nebraskans of all parties are ready for a senator who doesn't take a dime from the corporate special interests and who will root out the corruption in Washington. All around, tonight really going as expected. These results, not anything surprising to many, but of course the real fun now comes in November, and the results from tonight could be setting us up for some close and contentious races. Reporting in Omaha, Mackenzie Johnson, Channel 8 News.
All right, thank you, Mackenzie, for reporting live for us. Now to Nebraska's 1st District congressional race, where Republican incumbent Mike Flood is running unopposed, while Eric Moyer leads Democrats, and Libertarian Nick Sandman is also set for November. We asked Flood about the message he believes will connect with voters this fall.
And I understand that I represent everybody. When I press that button in the House of Representatives, it isn't just my party, it's everybody in Nebraska.
Race will be one of several congressional contests Nebraskans will be deciding during the midterm elections come this November. And today we also reached out to you, our viewers, to hear what motivated you to head to the polls this election day. Citizen journalist Lorraine shared her thoughts with us. Take a listen.
But I want to talk about voting for Brent Comstock for regent. I think that UNL has gone through so many budget cuts as of late, and they are really a pretty primary engine to our local economies.
And our poll of the day on our website asking what you think is the greatest concern for your family heading into November's general election. You're saying the economy is your greatest concern. 75% of you said that. 15% say it's healthcare. 13% say the war in Iran is your greatest concern. Go to KOKNTV.com to cast your vote. And make sure to download the Now Local News app, where we've been bringing you continuous election coverage all day, all night. And come November, we're going to be your home for the big races, major calls, and breaking results as they happen in real time. Just scan the QR code right there on your screen. All right, let's move away from election coverage for a little bit here and see how the rest of our week is looking. We're taking a live look across southeast Nebraska through our network of cameras. A quiet and, well, honestly, slightly warm end to our Tuesday. Let's go over to Chief Meteorologist to see how the rest of our work week is looking. More of the same, Rusty?
For now, yeah, and we are going to see a decent chance for some temperatures to creep up towards the 90s just a few days from now. But until then, tomorrow looks like a pretty nice day. It's a pretty nice night out there right now. Just a little bit of a breeze. And 27th and Yankee Hill Road, Honda of Lincoln, looking at not a whole lot going on out there this evening. Mostly clear skies, 63 degrees and a very light wind after a kind of a gusty one all day today. Barely anything going on the satellite and nothing on the radar. So just a few clouds to the west, 50s and 60s. From one side of the state to the other. We're at 63 in Lincoln, 62 Hebron, 61 in Grand Island, and 62 in Holdridge. Not a whole lot of wind, less than 10 miles per hour for everybody after kind of a windy day. The forecast for tonight, temperatures dropping to around 50 by early tomorrow morning and already into the middle 70s by tomorrow afternoon. The wind gusts, nothing. Hardly a breath of wind at all as we head through the day tomorrow. So we'll talk more about that heat that's headed our way in just a couple of minutes.
Stay coming up after the break, a solemn salute. See how Lincoln is honoring the lives of fallen law enforcement officers. And coming up tomorrow morning, starting at 5 o'clock, on the agenda, the topics up for discussion as President Trump arrives in China for high-stakes meetings with its leaders. Education approving new pay raises for custodial employees. It approved a new 2-year contract, including salary increases and changes to health care coverage. The new agreement includes a nearly 4% salary increase for the 2026-27 school year and a little more than 3% the following year. The district says the agreement also accounts for rising retirement and health insurance costs while covering 80% of the out-of-pocket insurance increases for employees.
I move approval of 11.2.1 proposed agreement with Custodial Employees Association for the 2026-2027 and 2027-2028 years.
Okay. I would second it.
District officials say the new contract is part of the annual negotiation process covering salary, benefits, and working conditions for custodial staff. New at 10, Lincoln honoring the service and sacrifice of fallen law enforcement officers today. This is National Police Week. Local leaders, community members, and law enforcement gathering today. They're at the County City Building for Lincoln's Peace Officer Memorial Ceremony, honoring both police officers and deputies who have lost their lives in the line of duty. Current, retired, and future members of law enforcement were there, all in the name of honoring their service, sacrifice, and legacy.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins.
I bet if we asked 100 people how hot it got, and I bet none of them would say 85 degrees, because it did not feel like 85 degrees because in Lincoln, usually when it's 85 degrees, it's really humid and it's hot. But today, low dew points. 85 degrees felt a lot more comfortable than it will in a couple of months. way above average by about 12 degrees and way above average here for our normal low, which is 50. We were at 63, so above average on both sides. 48th and Cornhusker Highway, ABC Seamless, still a quiet night out there. And we've got, I think, is that the same UPS truck? I think they're timing this out because this is like the third night in a row I've seen him. Yeah, sure enough, there he is. I smell a conspiracy. Temperatures are mostly in the 60s, some 50s out there though. Broken Bow, North Platte, Imperial, Chadron, all in the 50s, but most of us in the 60s. 59 in Aurora, but everybody else in the 60s around here. 63 in Lincoln, 62 Columbus, Grand Island, and Hastings at 61 and 60 in Kearney. Nice night, and this is mostly why. The wind has finally diminished, less than 10 miles per hour for all of us, so we'll take that. That doesn't happen very often, but as soon as that sun went down, that wind just went, okay, never mind. Mostly clear skies out there now, just a couple of clouds off to the west. Really, Stormcast is saying not a whole lot going on as we head through the day on Wednesday. Looking like a lot of sunshine. Some clouds will start to move in. They're out there in western Nebraska by about noon tomorrow. Then they try to increase a little bit as we head into Wednesday early evening, and then maybe even a sprinkle or two or a spot thunderstorm in the Panhandle by Wednesday evening. But overall, dry, and that's just the way it's been, and we really need the rainfall, so hopefully we can get some in here. Let's try to find some, shall we? Here's your Stormcast. As we head through Thursday afternoon into the evening hours, this down here has the potential to be strong, maybe severe. Notice it just barely getting into the Nebraska area right there, and then quickly diminishes or moves off to the east. Because of that, we are on the very northern edge of a severe weather risk on Thursday. The better chance in this level 2 slight risk, but we're in the level 1 marginal risk along that Kansas-Nebraska border. Fast forward to Saturday, not Friday. That was Thursday. Friday is just going to be hot, no storms. But Saturday, again, right along that border from about Interstate 80 south, a chance for severe weather. Then that spreads to the north and includes southwestern, central, and eastern Nebraska, including Kansas and a whole bunch of Iowa for a severe storm chance on Sunday. It's a little too far away to know exactly about timing, so we'll keep an eye on it. Temperatures tonight pretty close to 50. This is a normal temperature. Northwest wind at 5 to 15, if that. And overnight low temperatures close to 50. High temperatures tomorrow right around 80, a few degrees above average. Bit of a southeast wind at 5, 10, maybe 15 miles per hour. And then on Thursday, we have that bike drive and temperatures really bumping up and the wind really picks back up too. 87 degrees by the afternoon. And then 87's nothing. 93, that will tie a record high on Friday, set back 25 years ago. Another 90 on Saturday. Storms possible on Saturday and Sunday that we were just talking about, and another chance on Monday, and then drying out for the rest of next week. Weather trivia time. Who has the higher average high today? Is it Bangor, Maine, Anchorage, Alaska, International Falls, Minnesota, or Aspen, Colorado? Who has the highest average high for today out of those four?
I would say either A or D. I'm going to go Aspen.
I do like Aspen. The correct answer is Bangor, Maine, with 65 degrees. Aspen and International Falls, really close.
Yeah, it was my second choice.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Rusty. You mentioned it. It's about time, and we're looking forward to it. We're teaming up with the Lincoln Bike Kitchen to gather bikes. It's all part of our bike drive where you, our viewers, can bring any new or gently used bike to us right here at the station. We're going to be out in our parking lot all day Thursday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. At the end of the day, the Bike Kitchen will take all the donated bicycles and start the process of refurbishing them and giving them to people in the Lincoln community. If you have a bike that's not being used, bring it on down to us. We'd love to see you. We're located just south of 10th and Van Dorn Streets. Well, right now, Bean Shanlau's family is raising money for rare pediatric brain tumor research. You may remember Bean, who is the brave 5-year-old who finished proton therapy for her inoperable brain tumor. Her family is now collecting donations that will go to the Children's National Hospital in Washington, D.C. They're directing their funds toward astroblastoma MN1 fusion. They're hoping their donations will support research on this treatment and create more hope for kids like Bean who are affected by this rare cancer. Her mother, Nicole, details why raising money for research to this specific cancer is so important.
Astroblastoma is so rare that there's very little research, very little funding, and very few answers about what the future looks like for kids like Isla. That's why we're fundraising, because science hasn't caught up yet, because research saves lives, and because we want a future where if this cancer ever comes back, there are better options, better treatment, and more hope.
They're also doing this in honor of Brain Cancer Awareness Month. They're accepting donations in the link on the Bravest Bean profile page. Coming up next, we head into the Sports Zone. There he is, Nate Johnson, joining us from State Soccer in Omaha. Hey, Nate.
Hey, thank you, Rod. Plenty of great action happened today between these two goalposts. You can't see the other one. We're going to have the latest on the Class A state soccer tournament, Husker baseball, Husker basketball, coming your way next.
Now, from the Channel 8 Sports Zone, sponsored by Green's Furnace and Plumbing, here's Channel 8 News Sports with Sports Director Nate Johnson. The Channel 8 News Sports Zone.
Well, hey, what's happening? It's Nate Johnson rocking with you from Morrison Stadium here in Omaha, Nebraska. A lot of NSAA state soccer championship action happened today. Let's get into some of the Class A quarterfinal actions, and we'll start here with the 8 seed Lincoln East, hoping to pull off a stunner against the 1 seed in Papillion La Vista South. In the first half, it was a lot of defense. Brecken Hines doing some work in the goal today, keeping this score at 0 going into the break. To the second half we go, though, and the Titans, well, they would get on the board first, 1-0, the score after that first goal. Lincoln East, though, would respond off the free kick. The senior, the captain, Caden Carpenter, with a great goal, and all of a sudden we're tied up at 1 apiece. However, the Titans would get a PK and capitalize late, the final 2-1. Well, let's talk about those Silverhawks, because this was a fun one against Elkhorn South. A really good game. After regulation, it was 1-1. So to overtime we go. Both teams trying hard to break the tie. It wasn't until sophomore Ricky Gomez fired one in with his left foot that this game turned for Southwest 2-1 Silverhawks. That just opened up the floodgates. The green and silver would go on to score 3 goals, including that one, to win their first game of this state tournament 4-1. Here was Ricky after the game and on the win and on scoring his first varsity goal.
Feels really good, having my team here. We said we're gonna come here and put in the work, and it feels really nice to get this dub, and OT especially. I mean, I feel really good. My first varsity goal of the season, especially in state, and the weight on my shoulders felt really nice, and I didn't believe after that first one, I just thought more was gonna come in eventually,
What a game. Well, finally, Lincoln Southeast was playing the nightcap tonight against Omaha South. The Knights hoping for a big postseason after a dynamic regular season, but they were down 1-0, then 2-0. Southeast needing a spark, and it finally came in the second half. Ranis Shausho firing in the free kick. Great looking ball to the box where senior Koa White was there for the header. Southeast fans going crazy as they cut the lead with the final tonight, 3-1. Packers. So here's a look at the scores once again from this evening. Titans take down the Spartans 2-1. Silverhawks handle the Storm 4-1 in overtime. The final this evening for the Knights Packers 3-1. And hey, if you're going to be out and about watching any of these games this week, boys or girls, well, we would love to see. Scan the QR code on your screen to download our Now Local News app. Be a part of all the action here on Channel 8. See your videos featured right here. Get behind the scenes access. Get paid for your submissions. It's a really good time. Now, it was also a big day for Nebraska baseball. The Huskers were also in action from Omaha, so we got to talk a little bit of that Big Red baseball. Let's get to some of that. Nebraska looking for the season series sweep over their rival Creighton in the I-80 rivalry. Huskers up 3-0, but Cooper Katsky in a jam here with 2 on, 2 outs. Jeter Worthley starting off a great game for him. But Katsky, so you know what? I'll get this out myself. I'll pitch it and I'll catch it. 5th inning now. Jeter Worthley up to the plate. Started off that inning well with a single. Huskers already up 3-0. Drew Grigo would come up to the dish later on with 2 on. He'd rip one down the third base line. That stays fair, and that would score 2. Nebraska puts up 5 runs in the 5th inning and would hang on to this one to sweep Creighton this season. 8-4 the final from Omaha tonight. A huge win for Big Red. Now the Big Ten basketball, got to talk a little bit about that because the Huskers found out their Big Ten opponents for next season, and this is going to be a fun schedule. The Huskers will play at home and away with Iowa, Penn State, and Michigan State. The Huskers will go to Purdue, Wisconsin, and Illinois, and come into Lincoln next season, Indiana, Michigan, UCLA, and USC, to name just a few. It's already got me a little excited for basketball season next year. A lot going on here in Omaha for our Lincoln teams, and we'll have you updated all week long in the state tournaments. But for now, from Omaha, Nate Johnson, Channel 8 Sports. Rod will go ahead and send things back over to you.
All right, Nate. Great job. Thanks for the live report. We'll be back with the final check of your forecast with Rusty. An update now on two bond issues we've been keeping you updated on. New numbers are out. Norris School District, those voting against the bond issue there, 61% voting in support, 39%. Waverly's bond issue, 64% voting no, 36% voting yes. The numbers are still coming in. We'll, of course, keep you updated on this. So that's going to wrap up our primary election night. We appreciate you joining us. Keep up to date on our website. We have all the new numbers there. And, of course, our Now Local News app. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.